So in less than an hour, Governor Healy will detail efforts aimed at providing relief to homeowners struggling with those surging home heating bills for the second winter in a row. Now, as we first reported on the Eye Opener, that includes a 15% rate cut for electric customers paid for by state funds, 10% rate deferrals for electric and natural gas customers. Those deferrals will be recovered by the utility companies starting in April, showing up on customers' bills in the form of higher rates as the air conditioning season begins. And they have not ruled out charging interest to recoup their money. Critics say less pain now does nothing to fix the high cost problems plaguing the state.
The only long-term solution here, if we're going to both achieve affordability and continue addressing this climate emergency, is to be more aggressive with these investor-owned for-profit corporate utilities.
You're doing it. Can't they just find a way to do that?
Specifics will be revealed tonight in the governor's State of the Commonwealth address. You will see that live right here at 7 p.m. and we're going to stream it on our website and on our WCVB app.
And of course, this is not a new problem. In fact, our Ben Cimino has been pushing the utilities, the regulators, the state lawmakers for answers for over a year. He's been talking to people inside this issue all day long. Joins us live right now. And Ben, there are moves, on Beacon Hill that could have already been made to deliver real relief by now?
Yeah, that's right. And this move, make no mistake, it's a Band-Aid. It's a temporary fix, just February and March. But the governor has few options since lawmakers have not acted. And they could start with two big state programs that cost us billions. Every year, street after street in Massachusetts is dug up and new gas pipes are laid, despite a state goal to phase out gas by 2050. Nearly $1 billion of this work is part of a special program called GSEP, the Gas System Enhancement Plan. State lawmakers created it in 2014 to get gas companies to replace their most leak-prone pipes, giving them guaranteed profit for the work in their rates.
GSEP program represents the fastest growing component of customer gas bills.
Gas utilities spent $901 million last year, up 300% in a decade. When GSEP began, the average cost to replace a mile of pipe was $1.3 million. But National Grid says it'll charge $4.6 million this year, 3.5 times more. Priya Gundbeer at the Conservation Law Foundation in Boston told me last year that lawmakers should end GSEP now.
We need the gas system to be safe while we make the energy transition, and anything beyond that means customers are paying for infrastructure that they're not using. Nobody wants to pay for things they're not using.
GSEP is the second largest state program after Mass Save, which has also grown rapidly and is paid for on both gas and electric bills. Last year, DPU trimmed Mass Save from $5 billion to $4.5 billion. But some lawmakers think Mass Save should be capped at a lower amount moving forward. Michael Ferranti represents the oil and propane industries on the state committee that develops Mass Save and first spoke to me last winter.
I'm not surprised by the outrage. What I am surprised about is the lack of involvement with lawmakers who pass these aggressive climate bills. Should have been paying more attention to the impact of those laws.
All right, the governor's energy bill would also give DPU more authority to look at a utility's management and spending and prevent customer money from being used for advertising, lobbying, or entertainment. But that bill has been sitting in committee on Beacon Hill since last May. And I want to show you this. This is a letter. It is signed. It's actually, the letter itself is not that long. There's 4 pages of signatures. 80 members of the state legislature signed this letter calling for something to be done.
When was the date?
February 14th, 2025.
A year ago.
A year ago. Came out the day after our first story on this topic aired, and nothing has happened.
Wow. And we know you'll stay on it.
We will.
I know you will. All right, Ben.